What is up, YouTube? This is your girl Creole Barbie here with Creole Barbie TV. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I am Creole Barbie. And if you are not new, and in fact, and indeed, you are a part of the Barbie gang, welcome back. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. And be sure to, alright, are y'all ready for this?
Like, are you ready for this?
When you subscribe to my channel, please push the bell notification next to the subscribe button. That way you are updated when I post all my videos. And when you guys get me to 300 subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway. So be sure to tell your sister, your cousin, your grandma, your brother. So we're going to tell everybody about what's going on with the Barbie gang, because we don't want to be a gang anymore. Alright, Barbie gang is working towards being a Barbie nation. And the Barbie nation is way bigger than the gang, because the gang's got a few people in it. But a nation, everybody knows about it. So therefore, let's make this goal. Let's make this milestone. This is not for only myself, but this is for us. Alright? So with that being said, please spread the word. All positivity, nothing negative on this channel. Absolutely not. 100% all positivity. Everything I do is basically from the heart, alright? I want to see everybody succeed. I want to see everybody find their passion in life and what it is for them to grow as a person. So therefore, you won't be hearing too much negativity from me at all, unless I'm putting my 2 cents into something. And even that is not negativity. Alright, so with that being said, I'm just going to go ahead and get into the video. And you know, I want to talk about the post office, because I recently received a lot of love for my post office videos. And not only that, I have some subscribers that wants me to touch on some topics, or they ask me a certain particular question that I want to bring up in this video. So let's get comfortable, because I have a lot to talk about in a short period of time. But one thing that I want to talk about first is one of my subscribers asked me about the coronavirus, and is the post office having problems with people calling in or not coming to work because they're sick due to that situation. So one thing's first is that in Kansas City right now, our mayor just put on a state emergency. That means that we may not be going to work soon. I don't know if the post office is going, like, honestly, I don't even know if they're going to be shutting down the post office or not. And that's just my honest opinion. But what I can say right now is the fact that everybody is taking very, very, very serious precautionary steps in order to maintain a healthy environment. Like, when I say precautionary, that means we're washing our hands, we're wearing gloves, we're wearing latex gloves that are at each basically supervisor desk. I don't know why I want to say security, because I work security too. But anyway, so we have latex glove at each supervisor's desk and also at our station as well. And the reason these gloves is because you don't know what you're touching when you're touching mail. This mail can be contaminated with something to harm us. It can have bodily fluids. So basically, you don't know what you're touching when you're touching mail. So therefore, you have to wear gloves. You can cut yourself. You can start bleeding. And then that blood gets on the mail. And then they have to take it to hazmat. And it's just a whole nother thing. And that person's mail has now been delayed because you decided to touch mail, process the mail, and you cut yourself. So therefore, we automatically wear gloves anyway. People that are sick, a lot of times they wear masks, because not only the post office is dusty because it's in a warehouse environment and they don't clean it good enough for me. But however, you know, you don't want that dust to get in your lungs or whatnot. So when they're sick, they ain't even putting on masks anyway. So as long as you have a mask on, you cannot basically pass the coronavirus. But I was told the person that's infected wears a mask. So with that being said, no, everybody's actually coming to work. With that being said, yes, everybody is basically taking precautionary steps and trying to keep their stuff healthy, keeping a healthy work environment, because we don't want nobody getting sick, and we don't want to be sick. Because when you're sick, you know, you're missing out on some serious money. So Yeah, it's not good to be sick. Another thing a subscriber asked me, and I'm going to actually put their names on here, right? Because I want you to see who's asking these questions. Because if you guys have a question that you want me to talk about in my video, comment it below. And I will even put your handle, your YouTube handle, on my video. So that way everybody knows who asked the question and how it was asked and how I'm answering it. So this person asked me, they were like, can you do a pros versus... So this person asked me, can I do a video pros versus cons for the post office? Now, basically the good thing, the benefit about working at the post office is the fact that you have no longer a job, a job. It's a career. And even though if you're in an entry level position, you still want to treat this as a career. And the reason is because you become regular, and once you become regular, you then become career. All right. So therefore, this is a good job, especially for a person that does not have a college degree, or you basically this is it. There's a lot of jobs out here that's not paying what the post office is paying. They're not benefiting how you would like the post office would. You cannot say, say if you were to go to California, all right, but you live in Kansas City. When you become career, you can actually transfer. You can transfer from Kansas City to California and you have a job. It's no applying for it, hoping they hiring you. You are guaranteed a job. When you are a career, you can go anywhere you want to go within the United States when you work for the post office. So that's one pro about working for the post office is job security. Like, a lot of companies don't have that, and the post office does. Second thing that is good about the post office is the fact that you get raises. Like, you'll get 5 raises a year. And when you become career, that's a $4 increase. The third thing that is a great thing when working for the post office is the fact that you have a chance to be in the union. And I highly suggest everyone gets into another good thing about working for the post office. When you are part of the union, you cannot lose your job over petty things. And if you have a situation with your supervisor, you then go to your union steward. You have your union steward present when you're having a disciplinary action, things of that nature. But you have to pick and choose which union steward you go to, because if you see a union steward that is buddy-buddy with the supervisors, do not have a union steward handle what it is you need them to handle, because 9 out of 10, the supervisor is going to get the ups on you. So people have horror stories about the union and things like that, but it's like you kind of have to watch and move. In the post office and even in real life, you have to have street smarts, You just can't go to anybody and trust them with things. You have to really be able to observe. And another reason why the union is so good is because they press for raises. Like, honestly, $17.19, the starting salary that everybody's getting now, that was pressed for. And who pressed for it? Was the union, okay? The union pressed for that raise. So this is why I say a lot of these things in reference to the union. Yeah, any company had their good and their bad. And yeah, you may hear horror stories about how the union don't back you up and the union for themselves and whatnot. But at the end of the day, when it comes to job security, they're going to back you up. And if you get fired, they can bring you back. Or you won't get fired. So therefore, the only way you can get fired with the post office, honestly, is if you kill somebody or if you steal. That's the only way, really. Or you have, really bad attendance. But other than that, yeah. So another great thing about working for the post office is the fact that another great thing about working for the shift differential. And what I mean by that is that if you work from, basically any time after 6 o'clock, that's an extra dollar added on to your salary. Or to your hourly pay. Alright? So, you're no longer making $17 an hour, you'll be bumped to about $18 an hour. And if you work overnight, that's $19.19. So, therefore, honey, if you're trying to get coins like me, then yeah, that's a great thing for you. Because I don't know about y'all, but like I don't like working late nights and it's just regular pay. Like I'm happy they have shift differentials. I really am. Like to me, that's gravy. More money for me having to be up all night or be here all night. And another great thing about the post office is the fact that the union has a contract where another thing that's basically good about the post office is the fact that when you work holidays, okay? When you work holidays, depending on your status, it can either be double pay or triple pay. I believe if you're a career, it's triple. But if you're just a entry-level position, it'll be double pay, but double time. But even then, that's still good because a lot of places will do like time and a half or maybe flat pay. You see? So that's always a good thing. And you could always cash in your vacation time if you want to. You accrue 4 hours each paycheck. And I mean, you use that for sick time if you need to, or you can cash out or go on vacation if you need to. And what I mean by cash out means you get a whole full check cash out. So yeah, that's always a good thing. And another great thing I like is the fact that we're only guaranteed as PSCs to work 11.5 hours. So therefore, you know, you're not tiring yourself down. People say that hours are long. I'm sorry, but I work 16 hours a day at a security company. Okay? And I just feel like me working those extra 2 hours, 12s, well not even 12s, 11.5, like that's a cakewalk to me. Considering where I'm coming from now. That's a cakewalk. So therefore, you know, yeah, it may be long to stand on your feet that long, but when you get used to it, you literally would not even feel it. Like, when I'm there, I'm just thinking money. So therefore, I'm working, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, 2 hours left or whatever, money. And when you're doing overtime, not like honestly, you just really get used to being on your feet that long. The hours are not extremely long because there are jobs that make you work way longer than that. It's just if you're used to it or not. But if you have the proper footwear, if you know, make the time go by fast, and when you're doing overtime, they're not going to put you on a job that's hard. 9 times out of 10 is going to be something that's fairly easy. And you just take your time and you just do it, you know. So that's pretty much the pros with the post office. And I'm going to go to the cons. So, some of the bad things people tell me, and I hear a lot, and even sometimes for myself, but I really don't really get too affected by it, is the fact that we have to work holidays if we're on the bottom of the totem pole. And that's true. So, a lot of people don't like the fact that they have to work holidays. And I understand, but if you don't have a family, if you're single, then it may not affect you as much like it would if you will have a family. If you're married, you have kids, like you want that time. And yes, the post office does go by seniority. So a lot of times people that have high seniority will have those holidays off. Unless you have like a super cool supervisor that tries to still have you have some family time to where he may schedule you like Thanksgiving Eve off or Christmas Eve off or like the next day off or something like that, you know. And a lot of times when we're working on the holidays, we're not working long hours. Like we're in there, we're out of there because everybody wants to go home to their family. So therefore, you know, that's one of the downsides of working for the post office is that you will be working holidays. Another con for me is the fact that I have to pay if I lose my badge. Like, come on, I can understand if it's like a reoccurring thing. But I remember losing my badge, and it was my first time ever losing my badge, and they charged me $15, and for me, that's like a con. I don't like that. Like, I hate putting out money for something like that. Even though it makes me keep my badge now, I just don't think it's right to pay $15 when you lose your badge. That's a lot of money. That's almost $20. So, you know, another con I dislike with the post office is that our employee parking lot is super, super far from the building. Especially if you work at the plant. Like, the plant is huge. And it takes you, like, at least maybe 15 minutes to walk from the parking lot inside the building to your workroom floor. And that's one thing. Another kind that I dislike is the fact that you have some supervisors that will put you on a task where it takes 2 men, but because they're understaffed, they think that you can do it, and so they put you by yourself, and then they'll complain about you working not slow, but basically not finished. And I'm just like, you know what? If I'm by myself and you have no one to help me, I'm going to just take my time, and I'm going to do it the right way. And if I cannot finish, it's here for the next shift. And that's just how you have to look at it. Like, don't let them stress you out. Don't be at the post office and get stressed out. Alright? And that's how you don't make it. At the end of the day, you say this. This is a job that I will take seriously, but it's not going to affect my health. It's not going to stress me. And when I leave this job and go home for the night, whatever happened here is going to stay here. Like that drama, it's going to stay here. Because I'm not going to take it back home with me. I'm not going to call Keisha and be like, Keisha, you won't believe what Barbie did today. No, none of that. Like, literally, whatever stress and drama that occur at the post office, it's going to stay there. And when I walk out, when I clock out, like, honestly, conversation's over. I'm not talking about my day, how much I hate it, none of that. And that's how you survive at the post office. You have to keep a mindset. I feel like it's more mind over matter for me, anyway. Just keep positive and know you have a goal you're trying to reach. Especially if you feel like that's what you want to do. You know, you have that goal and you set that goal. And another thing about the post office is that they always have room for advancement. So yes, you may be a PSC and then you turn into an MP, which is the mail processing clerk. And from then, when you become career, you pretty much just go anywhere you want to go. Like, you know, you start as a PSC, then you turn to an MP, and then you can go to HR if you want to. You know, you can be a plant operations manager. You can be an SPO. You could be a maintenance. You can be anything. So it has a wide variety of things you can even go in corporate. So therefore, you have to just find out what it is you like and what it is you want to do. And people don't know that, you know. And also, if you go to school for anything, the post office will pay for your tuition if it's within things they're hiring for, which is always something great. And that helps you with room for advancement. So when you go in there with expanding your horizons. Don't go in there with no stuck mindset. All you want is money, because you're not going to last long. And that's why you see a lot of people that's complaining about the post office and saying why they quit and why they did not last long is because. So you really have to keep a positive mindset and don't allow people's negativity about their experience impact you. You know, and that's just the main thing. The post office is like this. When you work hard, you play hard. Honestly, I've been able to do a lot of things from working with the post office. And what I mean by that financially, like I've gained a lot from working there. And it's just like, I feel like it's not a regular job for me. Like, I'm not touching $1,500 to $1,600. I'm not touching $1,800 checks. Alright? Or $2,000 checks. For no reason. Like, when I say the money is good, yes, the money is great. And it's all doing something legit. You know, not trying to finesse nobody or nothing. You really just have to go in with that grittier mindset that you really want. And I don't know if you guys noticed this or not, but honestly, I have more good things to say than bad things about the post office. But one thing I will say that is kind of negative about the post office is that it's not a friendly environment. And that's okay, because we're not going to make friends. However, when a newcomer arrives, I feel like it's our duty, if we've been there for a while, to take on the responsibility of helping this newcomer, but not waiting to see if they're going to fall or not making their job harder for them, because they are new and we all have to learn at some point in time. And I feel like in order for a person to learn, the best way they're able to learn is for a person to show them properly and not complain or bitch at them or make them feel uncomfortable, because right now they're in their mind that they don't want to mess up. They don't want to mess up and they're messing up, and then they're in fear of asking you questions because you're snapping off on them because you're trying to make some numbers. So therefore, and also, like, a lot of people that's been there for a while, you don't need to have an attitude when you're training somebody. It's not their fault. Like, they're here to learn and they want to do something different. That's why they're here. So it's our duty to like be sure that we help them. And that's just, I thought that's like one of the negative things with the post office. Like when I started, everybody was just like, I ain't trying to train. I ain't gonna get paid for that. Like, no, I ain't. Hell no. Like, you know, you cannot have that type of mentality and think you're gonna win in life. Knowledge is power. And that's one reason why I started making these videos about the post office, is because when I first started and applied, there weren't any hardly. There were only a few, like LA Drake. Alright, shout out to LA Drake, because he actually answered a lot of questions. And also it was another, actually I know her name, it was a girl named, it's a family thing, and she actually uploaded a video, and those were the only two videos I saw about PSCs and mail processing clerks and things like that. So when I started the post office, I wanted to give back. I wanted to give in-depth details about the good, the bad, what to expect after the 90 days, what are you going to be looking for, things like that. And I have a lot of interaction with you all for that reason, is because I want you guys to have all the information you need when going in, when working. Like, you're going to be ahead of the game. And they can be like, how do you know this? Like, man, you were so good. How do you know this? And you can be like, bro, Creole Barbie, look her up on YouTube. So this pretty much ends this video. I hope you... Alright, so this pretty much sums up my video about the pros and the cons of working for the good old USPS. I hope you all liked it. Be sure to drop comments below if you have any questions or topics you want me to cover on in my future videos. And make sure, let's make this milestone of the Barbie gang no longer a gang but a nation. And the way you can do that is by subscribing to my channel, period. Alright? And also shout out to everyone who's been making awesome comments and showing me mad love and respect, and actually respecting the things that I do. And to all my fellow people that work with the post office in different states, what's up, what's good? Like, you know, be sure to interact with everybody that has questions, you guys. Like, let's help each other. Seriously, like, knowledge is power. I keep saying that, but it's the truth. So, and if this video is a little lengthy for you all, I do apologize. However, I had a lot of information that I wanted to cover and give you guys details on how I felt and also the great benefits of working for the post office. So I'm done. I'm done. Calm down. I'm done, okay? I'm done. But I will see y'all on the wayside. Deuces.